And not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Please welcome your 2026 Pittsburgh Steelers.
On the Tampa sideline, head coach Todd Bowles. His guys coming in, winning 3 of their last 4 games. On the other side, Steeler head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys know a home playoff game is in their future. They have clinched the division and look to be a real force in the AFC. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Give him 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
The Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 43.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards.
Steelers first down.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Some concern out there right now as we got an injury stoppage. It's DK Metcalf who's getting some help following that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So that touchdown, the 16th for him on the ground. Why is that important? Well, it sets the new standard for most rushing touchdowns in one season by a quarterback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Yaya Diaby in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. A short one there to Freiermuth. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat here for Johnson. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll look to throw again. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
Go!
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Steelers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Roman Wilson, 79 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him on the year. Steelers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
Ready? 18 Cardinal.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. He's got it with the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Roman Wilson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's already accounted for 4 touchdowns in this first half, 3 in the air, 1 on the ground as his guys start with a first down. He'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw is incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
For the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 40-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 60 yards. And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know off last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second year.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf with now his second touchdown of this third quarter, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. And it's a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe
Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. One error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
That would be a pretty amazing comeback. But we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that call now might get the fans back into this one.
It's a gain of 18. And the Steelers first down. First and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got it. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's another Steelers first down. First and goal at the 1.
Looking to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Alan Lazard there to make the grab. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention
Steeler offense set to regain possession. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Let's go now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
It's fourth down.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Pittsburgh, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll hit the road next week.
Let's go, baby. Get hot. Get up. Come on, get inside. Let's go. It's our time. Let's go, baby.
Steelers in this one, longtime head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys seeing just how long they can keep this undefeated season going. His counterpart on the opposing sideline, Texans head coach DeMeco Ryans. His side also occupying playoff position, so might be a rematch we see play out this postseason. They go play action on first down. This is Lazard working the right side. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. Second down now, 7 to go. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Buying some time left. Find Johnson out of the backfield. This is close, but it looks like they got the stop in time. Yep, marked at the 40, and that brings up third down. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Completed left side to Smith. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Steelers have a first down. Dropping back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Completed to his running back. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. Gets a new set of downs at the 27. Bails out of the pocket quick. Roman Wilson reels it in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. They give to Johnson on the option. Has room into the secondary. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves it.
Steelers and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Johnson here on the dump off. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal. Well, he sure has come out throwing a good ball today, and the passing game has really been clicking early on thanks to his efforts.
Yeah, his plays really elevated the start his pass catchers have been able to have as a result. And you know what they're all thinking right now? This could be a game where we all get to put up some serious numbers, especially if he keeps throwing it like this.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
So from the 3, here's second and goal.
Let's go.
It's a design run. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up third and goal. Johnson, and he runs it across, touchdown! The Steelers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game.
Okay, 2 offensive possessions, 2 offensive touchdowns, but even sweeter than that is 2 rushing touchdowns. You are setting a tone and a mindset, and this defense, well, they better regroup.
Steelers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
On the slant, complete to Johnson. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They're going to try and throw it here. Escapes the pocket. Gets some space around midfield. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
You've set it downs for him from the 31. First down, play action. He's dropping, and this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Following the sack, needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Throwing now off the play action. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what we would call a first mistake throwing the ball. And he still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up 4th and long.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space.
Steelers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And you want your quarterback to, number one, find ways to score for your offense. You always tell me that, Brock. But also, he's done it more than just through the air for them. That last drive, a notable touchdown for him on the ground for the season. He's looking deep once again. He's got it inside the 25. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Steelers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And no doubt still some disappointment internally, at least, after their last drive ended empty-handed following that missed field goal. Back to throw on 1st and 10. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something that'll go get that first down. They couldn't do it right there.
Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. This is brought in at the 15. There it is, touchdown Pittsburgh! The Steelers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Roman Wilson, the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Steelers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. They're going play action. In trouble now, and the ball is out. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And they retain possession, so that's a positive. But that's the end of them, Brock. They lost yardage on that fumble. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Texans are in the nickel. Third down. Third and long for him here. Look at that power. Deep left side. That's complete inside the 35. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers lengthen the lead at the end of the third. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Steelers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he cuts it back right. He's off to the races. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Steelers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
Steelers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense.
Let's go.
Throwing off the play fake. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. This one misses the tight end. So it'll be second down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Texans closing in, and they get to him. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game. Here he goes, third and long. Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. And he is down to the 30-yard line. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
And up to Johnson out of his own lead. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now. Houston calls it second timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. Third down here, need 8 on the play. Headed out right. He's going to run for it. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Steelers have likely locked up the win right there. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him. Had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Steelers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They can trot out every offense's favorite formation now, Brock, and kneel out this win. Defense, no timeouts left to stop them.
Ready, break! Ready, attack!
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. Boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 7.
So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign.